What's up, everybody? Welcome back to After the Huddle. As always, it's your boy Jacob. With me is Jared tonight. And Devin took the night off tonight. He forgot. Yeah, I told him. I told him all week long. I was like, "Yo, Friday."
It's all right. Well, we thought yesterday,
but no, tonight we got a few things we're gonna go over. We're gonna go over both the AFC West and the AFC North. We got 1 week left, so we're gonna save the NFC North for last week, and then we'll also do playoffs as far as who's going to go to the playoffs, conference champions, depending on who's going to go to the Super Bowl, and as well as the Super Bowl champion. So,
now, how do you want to do the shows? Do you want us to do like our normal like Tuesday, Fridays, or do you want to do like recording live show, or you want to do still 2 live shows? How you want to do that?
I think we should do live shows for now until I learn that video editing process a little bit better. Yeah, I gotta learn that process a little bit better.
What's going on, Donnie?
Yo, what's up, Donnie? Where are y'all? We're at my house.
You tried getting us to do a mock draft the other night. I didn't even get the notification because I don't have notifications turned on for Sleeper right now.
Well, I'll tell you what, Donnie. Me and him were just talking about doing a mock draft possibly. So, if before we go over the AFC and NFCs, before we go over both the AFCs, if you want to do a mock draft real quick, we'll do a mock draft live on air.
Are we gonna be able to share it?
Or we could do it on our phones.
That is true.
I've been trying to. Something's going on with my computer. I've done a share screen before on my computer where I've gone to other screens and still had us on doing this and been able to have the screen up on here. But for some reason, my computer keeps telling me that the address bar has it locked. You know what I mean? And I don't understand why. I don't get it.
It's just one of them days.
Oh, you good? Okay. Yeah. Well, we still might do one. So I need to do one because I haven't.
We got one tomorrow.
Well, yeah, I've practiced for that one though, but I got one for Sunday.
I got 2 Saturday.
But the thing for Sunday is that I forgot. What I forgot about Sunday is that it's not a 10-man league. It's a 12-man league. And I have the second overall pick. Which means I got a lot of people.
To
wait after my pick. You know what I mean? I'm going to get 2 close ones. But boy, oh boy. Who are you looking at in the first? Well, I can't tell you that, Donnie. I can't speak on that right now.
Maybe not in our league. The 3 of our league, you could talk about the league you got Sunday.
Oh, the league Sunday? I'm praying to God. Christian McCaffrey somehow falls to 2. If he doesn't, I have a big decision to make.
Do you know who the number 1 guy is? Like the guy that's running the team.
Oh, I picked before you? Oh.
Yeah, you guys 6, 7, 8.
Oh.
Brian's 4.
I don't know. Who that pick? I'm hoping Bijan falls. If Bijan falls, I might pick him. Also got Jahmyr Gibbs in the league, so I could get him.
I've been having to get Jahmyr Gibbs or Barkley or Breece Hall in every mock draft.
Yeah, it depends because like if people take a whole bunch of the running backs, you know what I mean? Then if people take a whole bunch of the running backs, and you gotta go get a running back before they're all gone.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But if people take a whole bunch of wide receivers in the beginning, I'll still go running back because I'll still get a good wide receiver later on.
Speaking of, I don't know if we're actually doing it or not, but Donnie's league, they asked if we should turn on auto subs.
No,
that's what me and.
Nah, I'm not.
Me and one other dude were
saying. I'm
saying.
not with auto subs. If you can't manage your own team, don't play fantasy football.
That's his exact words, basically.
If you can't manage your own team, then there's no reason for you to be playing fantasy football. That's one thing I can't stand about people. They'll start a team. Now I can understand a little bit more with fantasy basketball, fantasy baseball. You know what I mean? Because like there's so many games.
Right.
There's so many games and there's so many weeks. Like it's tough to keep up with it sometimes. But
so, this is a game I did earlier. I didn't take a quarterback till the 12th round.
Jared gonna pick Sam Darnold. You picking Sam Darnold in the 12th round?
I mean, that's if I get him before Brian does, because we know Brian wants all Minnesota players.
Oh, brother.
But yeah, this is a draft I did earlier. I didn't take a quarterback till the 12th, which was Jaden Daniels. So I took two running backs back to back.
Yo, how did Bijan fall to you into the 8th?
It's a mock draft.
I'm letting you know now. Bijan not falling to you in the 8th spot, sir. I'm just letting you know now.
Oh, I know.
There's no way on God's green earth that I let Bijan fall past 6. I'm just letting y'all know. If he goes before then, he does. But if not, then he's mine. Pick somebody different. Yo, watching my drive home. Oh, appreciate it. Yo, what's up?
He's like, nah.
I'm not taking Darnold. Oh, is that Tree?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
That's his.
I mean, hey, bro. Dude, who is the first pick?
In our league?
No, in Donnie's league.
That's what I'm saying. Our league?
Yeah.
I think a guy named Brandon, maybe. Let me look.
Yeah, see, Donnie, you take him 7 too. So like,
he's already. Donnie told me he would. Oh, okay.
Bev.
I don't know. I don't know. I think it's one of Donnie's people.
Word. Yeah, bro. But in the other league, I'm praying Christian McCaffrey falls. If not, then I'll have a big decision. Do I go running back still, or do I take a high wide receiver? At that point, I might take a high wide receiver. She's your sister. Oh yeah, y'all are gonna tell her to take Christian McCaffrey.
It's either that or CD.
I mean, you could take CD, but I mean, it just depends on it all depends on what you value more. You know what I mean? Like over the last couple seasons, I've tried out this new strategy where, I draft like a running back and a wide receiver and I try to be balanced.
Yeah.
Fuck that, bro. I haven't won but one time like that.
Would you ever do a 0 RB? Like, would you ever go 0 running back? Like in like the first round? Like they're saying you don't draft one in the first round, you wait till like 4 or 5 to draft one.
No.
Yeah, I don't like that one.
That's stupid.
And then there's a hero RB. I think that's where you draft one running back within the first 2 rounds.
Well, there's only so many wide receiver and flex spots.
Yeah.
She took wide receiver. Oh, y'all don't help her? Oh, I figured y'all might help her. She took number 1 last year. I do remember that now that he mentioned that.
Who? Let me see if I can pull up our draft from last year.
Nope. Oh, okay. Yeah, y'all don't help her. Oh, that's a different story right there. That's a little bit of a different story right there. Oh, can you pull up the draft from last year?
So,
who'd I get?
Hold on. So I'm not going to tell you. I'm about to just tell you the first round. All right. So the first round, 1 through 10, right?
Yeah.
Bev took Patrick Mahomes.
That's wild.
2 went Jamar Chase.
Who did that?
Brandon.
Nah, Ballard.
No.
No.
I took Brandon's spot originally.
Oh yeah, that's right.
And then after Jamar,
Swifty, she might take Kels this year.
Yeah, so it went Pat, and then Jamar, and then Justin Jefferson at 3.
Oh, didn't I take Justin Jefferson?
You took.
Yeah, and I was so happy. I was like, "Yo, Justin Jefferson fell to me at 3," and then he was hurt more than half the season,
The entire year, basically.
Oh my God, I was so pissed.
And then Little Bear took McCaffrey at 4.
Ah, man, imagine me taking McCaffrey right there.
You ready for this one? At 5. Just take a wild guess.
Travis Kelce?
No.
No.
Austin Eckler.
Oh, Austin Eckler at 5 was a tragic pick. Oh my God, that sucks. But I mean, going into last season, you were like, oh, it's Austin Eckler. He's gonna get the ball,
Right.
Damn, Austin Eckler went 5.
Then, Donnie, if you're still watching, aren't you the Bear? I think that's your team. Tyreek went next.
That's a good pick.
and then Travis Kelce. And then Bijan.
Who'd you get?
Brian took Bijan. Barkley.
Oh, you took Barkley last pick?
Yeah. And then I flipped that around and took Josh Allen.
Mm.
And then Diggs went in the second pick in the second round. AJ Brown, Cooper Kupp, Derrick Henry.
Yeah, he's the bear. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the bear.
So Donnie took Derrick Henry also.
Took Derrick Henry.
And then Josh Jacobs.
He got hurt.
Tony Pollard with the second round, 7 overall by Little Bear.
See, my second round pick was good. I took CeeDee Lamb second. Imagine I would have had Christian McCaffrey and CeeDee Lamb. I would have won that league, bro. God damn.
So my team went So with the 110, I had Barkley, Josh Allen, Mark Andrews, Debo, Keenan Allen, DeAndre Swift, Pacheco, Mike Williams, Zay Flowers.
That Mike Williams pick hurt.
Yeah. San Francisco's defense.
That's good defense.
Elijah Mitchell. McPherson, Cincinnati's kicker. Dalton Kincaid.
Damn, you got him that late?
The 13th round, yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And then Jamison Williams.
Yeah, but he didn't really do much.
Yeah, and then Jerick McKinnon.
Yeah. What about me?
I was about to read yours next.
How'd I do?
So your first two was JJ and Lamb.
I went double wide receiver last year in that draft.
Right. Third round, Joe Mixon.
And that was okay.
Then you went Joe Burrow, Darren Waller, Miles Sanders.
That Darren Waller pick hurt.
I bet it did.
Ooh, that Darren Waller pick hurt, boy.
I bet that did.
Damn. Who did I have after Darren Waller?
Miles Sanders.
That Miles Sanders pick hurt, boy. Oh, I had two back-to-back picks that hurt me bad.
Hold on. Read that last comment.
The guy that won the league had to work and auto-drafted.
That makes it even worse now. I didn't know that.
Will make me feel like shit.
We could have gone we could have gone the entire year not knowing that.
Yeah, I could have gone my whole life without knowing that. Just throw it in my face how shit I am.
So after Miles Sanders, you had Christian Kirk.
That was a good pick that late.
Javonte Williams.
That was okay.
Mike Thomas.
That hurt. He didn't play at all.
Nah. Khalil Herbert.
Their offense was shit.
You had the Jets defense.
Good defense.
Top 2 defense.
Yeah, good defense. Who? What? I don't know who.
Kadarius Toney.
Kadarius Toney? Oh, my God. All the drops. If he would have just held on to the ball, I would have held on to him in fantasy.
Tyler Higbee, and then Geno Smith, and then Graham Gano.
Man, I did.
That's how you rounded it off.
Man, after like CeeDee Lamb and Joe Mixon, it was just a mate. Joe Burrow. But even Joe Burrow was back because he was. Bro, the fact that I even made it to the playoffs and had a chance to win is crazy. I had so many people. Joe, Waller, Miles Sanders was trash. Oh, my God.
No, well,
Justin Jefferson, my first round pick.
So, Donnie, we're going to do yours next. So we'll do Donnie's next, and then we'll do Brian's.
All right.
So Donnie's went Tyreek, Derrick Henry, Jalen Waddle, Lamar Jackson, Dameon Pierce, Kamara, and then Dalvin Cook after Kamara. I know that one kind of hurt. Dalvin Cook didn't play all year. George Pickens, Evan Ingram, David Montgomery. Then Fryer moved after him.
That wasn't bad.
Darnell Mooney, Odell, Harrison Bucker, and then Miami's defense. Right. All right. Then we got Brian's team. Now remember, he had half of Minnesota's team. Literally.
Don't even read mine. Just hold on. What's up, Don? Long as you beat Jared and Jet this year, it's a win. Don't even read mine. Just go look up Minnesota depth.
Literally. All right, here we go. Bijan. AJ.
That's not Minnesota.
No, wait, just wait. AJ Brown. Devontae Smith. Alexander Madison. Former Minnesota player.
Well, he was a starter.
Yeah. Hawkinson.
Another starter.
D-Hop. Jordan Addison.
Starter.
Kirk Cousins.
Starter.
Jamal Williams. Justin Tucker. Tua. Jawan Johnson. Baltimore's defense. Thielen, and then Alan Lazard.
So he had 4 Minnesota players.
For the longest time, he had Minnesota. It's just nothing but Minnesota players in his lineup.
I don't know why. They weren't that good last year. Imagine if I did that with nothing but Giant players. I would lose every year.
You probably have the one pick overall.
Every year.
Mm-hmm.
I should at least.
Mm-hmm.
But that's one thing. Every year I've played, I've never came in dead last.
I've never came in dead last.
I've never came in dead last.
I finished in second to last last year.
I have finished in second to last. I finished in 8th. I have finished in 11th out of 12. I've been at the bottom.
Yep.
But I've never been at the very bottom. That's one thing I can't say. I've never lost completely.
I got the 2 overall in my keeper league this year, and I have no idea how I'm gonna play it. I have no idea how.
Then you gotta look at the draft pool. I don't know who the draft pool is. It's different.
Yeah, it's to be different. The guy that's got the number 1, he's definitely not going to go quarterback unless he decides to drop Mahomes or Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, he'll probably go running back or wide receiver.
He'll probably take Marvin Harrison.
Possibly, yeah.
Then me, I could take Caleb.
Who do you keep?
Hurts as my quarterback.
You kept Hurts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Over Trevor.
Who else do you have? That you kept?
All 6?
That you kept, yeah.
Okay. All 6 would be Jalen Hurts, Diggs, JJ, Laporta, Josh Jacobs, Pacheco.
So you ended up taking Diggs out of those 3?
It's not set till the 1st, so I can always change my mind.
Yeah.
So I don't know how I want to play that part.
Man, that's a tough question, man.
And right now it's either between keeping Rashid Rice, Diggs, or
that's the waiver and the trades. Yeah.
I don't remember who the other one
Especially the waiver. The waiver wire, crazy. Injuries happen like mode.
Yeah. I haven't had to deal with a major injury yet in fantasy. Well, actually, I take that back. I lost Nick Chubb last year.
Mm.
That hurt. Because I had Chubb and Josh Jacobs at one point.
You had Chubb and Josh Jacobs?
Yep, that was the keeper league. You want to move on to the divisions?
Well, I want to do one more thing. I had this stat that I wanted to show y'all. I saw.
You have a draft board on there?
No, that's mine. Look at this. So it says the Bucks have already reached their 53-man player limit, and all of their 2024 picks made it. In fact, 22 of the 23 players that they've drafted over the past 3 years are still on the team. And 26 of 30 over the last 4 years have also made the team. All starters except Baker Mayfield and Ben Benderson were drafted by the Bucks.
Mm.
So I was explaining this to one of my homeboys. When you read something like that and you think about where they've been at outside of the Tom Brady year where they won the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Which means they've drafted good, but not great, in my opinion. Like, they drafted players they're well enough to retain them, and they're good enough to stay on the field. But a lot of what you see out there, do you really look at the Bucks and you're like, they're a Super Bowl contending team?
No.
No, you know what I mean? So I think free agency and stuff like that is a way to like top that. And I don't see why people wouldn't want to go to Tampa, and living in Florida, no state taxes,
Warmer,
warm weather, all types of stuff. So, I mean, it depends. I mean, I will say this: I've never been a huge Todd Bowles fan as a head coach.
Yeah,
I feel like this league is more of an offensive league than it was.
He's more of a defensive.
He's more of a defensive coordinator,
and I remember his time with the Jets. And I think he was with Arizona at one point too. I'm not 100% sure.
Yeah,
but I know he had a couple of stints with the Jets.
Yeah, no, he did. But yeah, no, I saw that. I wanted to go over. This is a dynasty team that I drafted. For anybody that doesn't know what dynasty league is, a dynasty league is where you keep all the players that you draft forever until they retire, and then you draft new rookies coming in, and you keep your team built up like that. So I got C.J. Stroud, Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, Malik Neighbors, Nico Collins, Cooper Kupp, Sam Laporta. I got Kyle Pitts, Ramondre Stevenson, Jaden Daniels, Marshawn Lloyd, Jonathan Brooks, Tyrone Chasey. I got rid of Isaiah Davis. I already dropped him. Nick Chubb, AJ Dillon. I ended up dropping AJ.
He's on IR for the whole year.
Yeah, I didn't want to waste up an IR spot though on him. Rico Dowles, Evan Toll, Brendan Rice.
How do you feel about that Dow pick now that they got Zeke and Dow?
A little bit worse, but I promise you one of those guys are going to get hurt.
Most likely.
Ricky Pearsall, DeAndre Hopkins, Tim Patrick. Tim Patrick got cut, but
He's signed with the Lions practice squad.
Yeah, he's with the Lions now, so we'll see. And then I also got Wan'Dale Robinson, Christian Watson, Jadavion Sanders, TJ Hawkinson. And then this is my taxi squad. I got Spencer Rattler, Jordan Travis, Jared Wiley, and Johnny Wilson, who's a wide receiver for Philly. So what you feel about my team? How do you feel about my team? What do you rank that grade on a draft scale?
Pull up your starters.
So these are my starters.
Read those again. You got defenses or no? No kickers?
No defense, no kickers.
All
right. C.J. Stroud, Christian McCaffrey, Aaron Jones, Malik Neighbors, Nico Collins, Cooper Kupp, Sam Laporta.
I like it.
And then after them I got Kyle Pitts as well, Ramondre Stevenson.
I've drafted Kyle Pitts in a few mocks.
Yeah, and Jaden Daniels. And then like the main backups for me are like I got Marshawn Lloyd, Jonathan Brooks, Tyrone Tracy, Nick Chubb. I thought that was
you got him for at least off. He's not playing for at least 4 games.
Yeah, but
So
I got other starters.
You have IR spots?
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna put him in an IR spot. But Brandon Rice, I'm big on Ricky Pearsall. We'll see how he comes about. Because now that now that the 49ers have re-signed Ayuk, does this mean that they're going to get rid of Debo now instead?
There's a chance.
That's what I'm saying. I think they're going to let Debo walk, or they're going to try to find a trade for him. That would make the most sense, in my opinion. And then D-Hop is good depth. And then I got TJ Hawkinson. He's also going to be on a PUP list. Jadavion Sanders, we'll see how he comes about. Wan'Dale's supposed to make a jump this year. And also Christian Watson. If he can stay healthy, he should be good to go.
So Debo is under extension throughout the 25-year.
Till the is it to the end of this year or next season?
End of next year. See, looks like
through the 20. Okay, yeah. So which means he's a free agent in the year of 2026.
Yeah, so there's a
So
very
he's got this year and next year, and then he's out of contract.
there's a very high chance that he could get traded before the deadline.
I'll be honest. I don't think they trade him in the deadline. I think they look to trade him next season, or like in the off season. You know what I mean?
Right.
I think that's when they should. That's when they should trade him. Try to look to trade him in the off season. So, and then this was. I just did also another. This was a live draft. I'm team 6. This was Jahmyr Gibbs, not Javonte Williams, Kyron Williams. And then I got.
How do you feel about him doing punts now?
I mean, hey, if it gets touchdowns and it adds to my points, I'll keep it.
It should.
Yeah, I won't get yards, but if he gets touchdowns, that'll work.
Unless that counts for special teams, then.
I got Josh Allen, Drake London. I took a chance on Ayuk, Swift. I got Trey McBride. Getting him so late, I thought was pretty good.
Who's your other tight end? You just got him right. You just got one.
Well,
tight
but
end?
this was like this was like half of it.
Okay.
I mean, the other I got Firemouth. That's my backup. T. Higgins. That's Rashid Rice. I got him in the 9th round. Took a chance on him. So
he's been falling.
Yeah,
I seen one video. They're talking about he fell from the 3rd to like the 8th. They don't know about his the legal situation.
Well, Ayuk panned out. I took him in the 5th round. And he ended up panning out because he's in a spot where he's going to be secure at now for the season.
Right.
And he's Brock Purdy's favorite target. And they were their leading receiver last year, so getting him in the 5th round was huge for me. And then I got Roma Doomsday. And now I ended up taking a chance on Roma Doomsday as well. This was my chance league. I'm not gonna lie. I took a lot of chances here. I took Allen kind of early than I probably would have wanted.
Was he the first quarterback?
Yeah. It was between him or Kels. I was gonna go either tight end, wide receiver, or I can go quarterback, wide receiver. And man, what happens if I go get Kelsey and he gets hurt?
Yeah,
like that would kill me.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah, because you gotta look at outside of him. Look at all the firepower and speed they have now.
Well, I ended up getting Trey McBride so late, and the games that he played with Kyler Murray when Kyler Murray came back, his stat line exploded.
Yeah.
So if Kyler can stay healthy and stay on the field, Trey McBride is going to be a huge pickup, getting him in the 7th round. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
We'll see how Swift does as well, but I got him in a doomsday. I picked him over Christian Watson. I mean, not Christian Watson. I picked him over Christian Kirk. So I was either going to go him or Kirk. So, I mean, we'll see how he does. He looked good I think they want him to be the number 1, especially with Keenan Allen getting fat.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yeah, I've seen and heard of something about that.
And that's Gus Edwards. I picked up Gus Edwards because he's probably going to be the starter.
Yeah,
for them. They're going to rotate between the two. But I got him, what is it, 7th, 9th, 11th round as a starting running back. So, I mean, obviously he's not even in the rotation, but just in case somebody gets hurt.
Right.
And then I've talked about Xavier Legette since the beginning of the draft, and I've not been able to get him in one league. I said I'm gonna go get him right here. These guys were taking kickers. Yeah, it was crazy. But look at Tyreek Hill fell to 7. I couldn't pass up a running back though.
Where were you, 6?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I've in Donnie's league at 8. I just been trying to wait for St. Brown. He's always been going right before.
And what's crazy is he picked up Dalvin Cook so early. Oh wait, no, that's James Cook. Sorry, that's James Cook. He picked up James Cook really early. I still feel like that's early. You got him and Najee Harris to go along with Joe Mixon.
No, I can't do that. I can't do that running back room.
Yeah, and he's got Kels, but then he's got Hill, Debo, Jordan Love, George Pickens. Not high on Pickens because of the Steelers offense. Raheed Shaheed, Adam Thielen, Lad McConkey. I told him, I was like, I'm not high on McConkey in fantasy. I'm high on him as a player. I'm not high on him as McConkey in fantasy because they're going to try to run the ball a lot.
That's what they're building that offensive line for.
Yeah.
They've gotten 6'8" Joe Alt.
So next week, I got to play. Devin will most likely be here next week. We're going to do our show probably Wednesday. Okay. Probably do it Wednesday. And me and Devin play week 1 in our fantasy league. So we're going to go over our teams with everybody next week on Wednesday before the season starts. We'll get picks in on who we think is going to win the game on Thursday. And we'll talk about that all next week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe right now. Helps us out with algorithm, all types of good stuff. So, but anyway, right now we're going to go over the AFC West. We'll start off with the AFC West. Pretty much know where we're going to be at with this division. I think we all pretty much have. I mean, yeah, bro, we're going to go over, you know what it is. Week one type shit, and it starts on Thursday because, one of us I have Rashid Rice playing.
Okay.
So it starts Thursday. I don't know, Devin, do you have any players that play Thursday? I don't have anybody from the Ravens, but I do have Rashid Rice from the Chiefs. And that's also something I did this year, big time. I spread it out like where I was going. I didn't pick a lot of players from the same team.
Yeah. You have any stacks?
CJ and Nico.
Okay.
I don't have any in Devin's league because I got. Oh, you got Pat Mahomes? That's right. You got Pat. Okay. So, yeah, he's got Mahomes playing. That's okay. You throw a touchdown to Rashid Rice, I'll take it. You know what I mean? That works for me. It gives you 4, but I get 6. I get over there. We both get the yards. I'll still get more points. And
I always hate that kind of shit.
Hey, it is what it is. You know, you can only do so much.
Yeah.
You can only do so much. I'm debating, though. Because what he did, he messed up. Right? He gave me the Giants defense when I drafted the Jets defense because we did the live draft.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And he put it in. So, but I got the Jets defense in, and they're on my team. However, the Jets play in San Francisco week 1.
Yeah.
Bad matchup.
And they may not have Trent Williams.
May not have Trent Williams. I don't know yet. Yeah. I don't know. The Giants play Minnesota at home, like in New York.
Okay.
Okay. Whose defense should I play? Oh, you also got you also got Xavier Worthy. Yeah. Okay, yeah. We'll see how he does. Hopefully Rashid Rice takes most of the targets.
You got the Niners defense?
No. I have the Jets defense going against the Niners, but I also have Brandon Ayuk. You know what I mean? So do I just take out? I don't want to take out Ayuk.
Right.
Or should I take out Ayuk?
For who?
Ooh, who do I have? I can put in Leggett. I can put in Rome.
Who do you think he's going to get matched up with? Do you think he's going to get Sauce?
He's going to get Sauce.
You don't think Sauce is going to go to Debo?
I think he'll probably go back and forth a little bit. Yeah.
Donnie's saying the Giants defense. Devin said the Jets defense.
You think I should go Jets defense? Well, I'm playing you. I'm not going to take your word for it. Giants defense. I do like the combo between Brian Burns and Kayvon with Dexter Lawrence up front. Now, our secondary is a little weak. We don't really have much secondary depth.
You're still facing Sam Darnold week.
Yeah, that's the thing. We're facing Sam Darnold.
Who's matching up with JJ?
Deontay Baker.
Is he going to be able to handle his own? Like, I mean, it's still
No, they're going to have to put somebody over the top.
well, obviously, yeah.
In reality, you could put Deontay Baker on the number 2 because Addison's not playing.
Yeah.
You could put him. Who do they have over there now?
On the other side?
Yeah.
I have no idea.
Mooney? Didn't they pick up Darnell Mooney?
I could not tell you who's on the other side. I don't know if Brian's still watching. Brian could probably tell you. But I have no idea who's on the other side outside of just Addison.
Brandon Powell and Jalen. They got Jalen Naylor.
Okay. The Powell guy sounds familiar.
And they got Tristan Jackson.
So really nobody.
Yeah, and then what happens if Sam Darnold gets hurt? They bring in Nick Mullins.
That happens. They're gonna have to try. They're gonna have to go get somebody.
Yeah, man. I mean, that's
a
tough one. That's who picked up Mooney. Mooney's in Atlanta.
What if
it'd be Naylor and Jackson? Okay, so Tree, let me ask you a question then. We were just talking about this. Do you think, because I have Brandon Ayuk and I have the Jets defense. All right. Now they play each other. They play in San Francisco. Right. So should I take out the Jets defense and put in the Giants defense that's going against Minnesota in New York? Or do I leave in the Jets defense and take out Ayuk and put in another wide receiver? Jackson showed out in preseason. I thought, wasn't he one of the ones that caught the touchdown from McCarthy?
One of those two that he threw before?
Yeah.
And what was it? Did he get hurt after week 1?
Well, I think he got hurt week 2. Yeah, man, that's a tough question, man. I'm gonna have to figure it out by Thursday.
I low-key want to go
by Sunday.
I kind of low-key want to go with the Giants because I don't know that much about Minnesota's offensive line. Outside, I think Darashaw, I think, is their left tackle. I think that's his name. I think they just extended him.
Yeah.
So Brian's saying the same thing.
Look, that goes back to Devin. Look at Devin saying Jets. Of course he wants me to go with the Jets because I can take out IU. Yeah, probably go Giants. Outside of JJ, we don't have anybody reliable on offense. Yeah. I tell you what, if McCarthy was playing, I'd be a little bit more inclined.
Because once you think about it, you got Justin Jefferson and Aaron Jones. Those are really your only 2 offensive options right now.
I'm not gonna lie. If Trent Williams doesn't play,
yeah, but then you still got DMC, Debo, IU.
Trent Williams.
I know, I understand. We talked about this right before we went on. I don't think they have a winning record without Trent Williams.
They don't. But all right. So a little bit about this AFC West. Like I was saying, we're pretty sure me and you both have the same kind of outlook on this division. We both have the Raiders last, obviously.
Yeah.
You know. Now my question is do you have Denver third or do you have the Chargers third? Because we also know that the Chiefs are going to be number 1. We already know that. So we already have 1 and 4. So who do you have in that 2-3 area in the flip flop between the Broncos and the Chargers?
It's tough because you got to think you got the Chargers who have no type of offensive weapon right now.
Yeah. Besides
2 rookies, Quentin Johnson, who can't catch a cold. Josh Palmer.
Yeah, their backfield is.
You got 2 injury-ridden running backs.
Yeah, 2 injury-prone running backs in the back.
Herbert's just coming off, I think, surgery from last year with his hand, I believe.
Yep.
Joe Walsh, rookie left tackle. But But I mean, you still got a decent defense, and now you got Jim Harbaugh, who's going to want to run the ball and play good defense.
Yeah, you got Derwin James Jr. Still got Derwin James. Still got Khalil Mack, Joey Bosa, Asante Samuel Jr. You know, you got pieces over on the defensive side. I do agree with that.
Right.
I think that linebacking core still is a little bit to be desired.
Right. But then when you got Denver, you got Bo Nix. I mean,
you do got some weapons over there, though. I like Cortland Sutton.
Yeah.
I like Mims as well.
And then you got the backfield with
Javonte Williams.
Clellan, I think, is the other dude.
Yeah.
Got them too. I don't know the tight ends they have, but then they still got
Noah Fant.
Do they?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, is Noah Fant in Seattle? I think Noah Fant's in Seattle.
Was he involved with that trade?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he was involved in the Russell Wilson trade.
All right. Don't they have Greg Dulwich? Isn't that his name?
That's his name. He must. No, that was a good one. That was a good one. I couldn't remember his. I couldn't remember his fucking name.
Sure
that's who it is.
Okay.
That's who it is.
Then on defense, you got. Well, they don't have what's this? They don't have Justin Simmons no more.
Yeah, but they still got.
You got Surtain.
Still got Surtain,
Yeah.
number 2 corner in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah. I don't know the other side of the corner. Honestly, now you think of, I probably would go Denver at 3 with the rookie quarterback and the defense, and put the Chargers at 2 because they probably have a better overall defense.
Okay, now do the Chargers sneak in that 7th spot? Do you have them making the playoffs at 2, or is this a 1 playoff division again?
I think it's gonna be a one team division again.
Yes, I agree. I also think this is going to be a 1-team division. I think Kansas City goes 5-1. I think they lose to the Raiders once, but I think they beat both the Chargers and now the Chargers might make it close because of the playing style that Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman are going to do. But I don't think Denver will. I think they'll beat Denver. I think the Raiders will give them 1, maybe in Vegas.
Yeah, I think Devontae Adams is going to be gone after this year.
I agree as well. Especially the fact that they went into the draft and did not even try to address quarterback.
Yeah, they wanted Jaden. They apparently they wanted Jaden, but nobody was going to trade up. Trade down with the Raiders.
No, not that far back.
Especially the top 3.
Not that far back. The Giants were the only team outside of the Cardinals, but I don't think the Cardinals were going to trade up either, because they got Kyler Murray under that big contract.
Right.
So the Giants were really the only team in prime position to try and trade up, and teams still wouldn't trade up with them. Y'all wouldn't trade up with us. Obviously, Washington wasn't going to trade up with us.
Yeah.
And the only way we were going to get number 1 from Chicago is if we gave them a haul like Carolina did.
Yeah, because what y'all offered us was basically laughable from what I've heard.
It was.
Like,
even I knew that wasn't going to happen.
It was y'all's 6 for our 3rd, and I think another pick.
Yeah. And I was like, nah, bro, you got to give up more for that because they know what you're going after and they know what they want.
Yeah.
So the fact that you have to put it in there, okay, what if we give you a 1st round this year, a 2nd and a 1st next year, a 3rd this year, and maybe like a 6th? Then you're like, okay, well, let's think about this real quick.
Yeah.
Now, it would help us that we get a quarterback, but we do got Jacoby. And we can go get somebody like a Malik Neighbors at 6.
Yeah.
And add that to the draft to the wide receiver room.
And you can still take the 1st from the year that we got.
Exactly.
Back into the 1st.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. So it wouldn't have been a bad thing, but you can't just be like, yeah, we'll give you the 6th pick and another pick. There was too much on the table to give away for the Patriots giving up Drake May. Then you have to put it in their brains like, hey, like this is,
yeah,
you're going after a franchise quarterback, bro. You can't nitpick about picks. I'm sorry. I understand you want to go for the future, but at the end of the day, like this is about getting a franchise quarterback.
Yeah, both teams.
For both teams, But I kind of agree with you when it comes to the AFC West. I have the Raiders last. The Broncos third. They'll be. What's the word I'm looking for? Someone I'm looking for, Jared.
I don't know. Do you think they have a winning record though?
I do not think they'll be close. I think they win about 6 to 7 games.
Okay.
I do think that. I think the Chargers probably win about the same, maybe 7 or 8. Because I think that their run game and the defense is going to keep a lot of games close. And I still believe in Herbert. You know what I mean? I still think I don't think he's a superstar, but I do think he has a lot of talent. And the fact that he has a lot of talent means that I still believe in the kind of quarterback that he can be.
Do you know I think he finished as like quarterback 17, I think last year.
Yeah, he wasn't that great.
And you can get him right now in mock drafts.
Yeah, you can get him late.
Barely.
But the thing is,
you're talking about borderline undrafted.
But that's because of the way that everybody knows that the offense is going to run.
Yeah.
This is a Jim Harbaugh and Greg Roman led team.
Yeah.
They're going to run the football. Anybody that knows anything about Jim Harbaugh or Greg Roman knows that this offense is going to run the football. They got Joe Alt in the draft. They loaded up on running backs in the offseason. They got another offensive lineman in the offseason, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. This team is going to be big. Did you see that video of Vlad making that crucial block downfield?
Yes, I saw that earlier today.
And that's a Jim Harbaugh wide receiver right there. Because that's what he's going to have to do. He's going to block like crazy because his team's going to run the ball 30 to 35 times a game.
Speaking of Vlad, I think he's listed as the the wide receiver 1.
I think he is the wide receiver 1. And then that's not to say that that's bad. But the thing is that the offense isn't going to really throw the ball.
Right.
Unless they absolutely have to.
He is listed as the wide receiver 1. It goes him, Josh Palmer, DJ Chark.
And then Quentin Johnson is still the 4th string.
He's not even the 4th string. Darius Davis, Brennan Rice, then Quentin Johnson.
That's crazy, bro.
I told you last year.
Man, that man.
I told you last year. I was like,
such high hopes for him.
Like, don't touch him.
Such high hopes for him, bro. Hey, he was really good in Madden. That motherfucker was crucial in Madden, bro. I'm telling you. That motherfucker was critical in Madden. He was. I built, in 2023, I built that motherfucker up to like a 99. He was critical. I'm telling you. That motherfucker had me win 5 Super Bowls in that league. Yeah, that was a player league, too. I don't really count the last one.
Was that the one you went to the Super Bowl with the Chargers?
Yeah, with the Chargers, yeah.
I remember you telling me about that one.
Yeah, I won 5 of them things. Yeah.
So we're about even on the division on this one.
Yeah, we're pretty much the same on this one. All right, we'll go moving on here. We're gonna move it on to the AFC North. All right, I think this is gonna be a really tough division.
It always is. It's called the black and blue division for a reason.
I think that this is going to be a really, really tough division. I mean, the Bengals are going to be back and healthy. The Ravens, they get Derrick Henry. They'll be better.
They also lost Patrick
Queen. They lost a lot of pieces on defense.
Yeah.
They're crucial pieces as well.
I think the safety.
They lost Jadeveon Clowney too.
Geno Stone. I think he was either a corner or a safety.
Yeah. So, but where's Queen at now?
Pittsburgh.
He's in Pittsburgh. That's right.
Yeah.
Speaking of Pittsburgh, I think they're going to end up being last in this division. I think this is when the wheels fall off of that streak of Mike Tomlin having winning records every year.
Always finishing 500.
Excuse me. Yeah, I do. I think this is it. I do think, Pat, that defense is going to be tough, though.
Do you think this is a make or break year for Russell Wilson? Like, if he gets benched for Justin Fields?
Well, I mean, nobody believes that Russell Wilson's anything that he was in his prime.
Right.
You know? I wouldn't say it's a make or break year for him, but I do feel like if he doesn't play well, that his next year would be a make or break year.
That's fair.
I do believe that.
But do you think there's a chance he does get benched for Justin Fields?
Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I mean, imagine they start out bad. Because have you seen the end of their? Have you seen the end of their schedule?
That's what I look at.
The end of their schedule is brutal.
Talking about the very end of it.
Well, like after their bye week, like around their bye week and on.
So week 1, they play the Falcons.
Yeah.
You want to go through the record? Win loss?
I mean, we can't go ahead.
All right, so you got Steelers and the Falcons.
That's a loss, I think.
All right, you got Steelers at the Broncos.
I think that's a win.
Chargers at the Steelers.
Chargers at the Steelers.
Yeah, Steelers are at home.
Steelers.
Steelers at Indy.
I like Indy.
Dallas and Pittsburgh.
Dallas.
Pittsburgh in Vegas.
I like Pittsburgh there.
Jets versus Steelers.
Jets.
Giants versus Steelers. Y'all are on the road.
We're on the road. Probably the Steelers because we won't be able to do anything against that offense. So where are we at with that?
That I don't know. I lost.
Go back through and just say the games.
Steelers Falcons.
Okay.
Steelers Broncos.
Okay.
Steelers Chargers. Steelers Colts. Steelers Cowboys. Steelers Raiders. The Jets and Steelers. The Giants and Steelers.
Okay, that's four wins for Pittsburgh so far.
Steelers at Commanders.
I like the Commanders to upset.
Pittsburgh at Steelers. No, Pittsburgh at Baltimore.
Baltimore.
Steelers at Browns.
Browns.
Steelers in Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
Cleveland in Pittsburgh.
I'll give Pittsburgh that one.
Pittsburgh at Philadelphia.
Philly.
Steelers at Ravens.
Ravens. See, did you hear the end of that schedule, bro?
Chiefs Steelers.
Exactly, Chiefs.
And then you end it with Bengals Steelers.
Bengals again. Like, bro, they're gonna get 5 wins. That's what I counted out. Like, go back through after that Giants game and just go read off all their opponents.
Washington, Baltimore twice, Cleveland twice. I said Cincinnati.
Cincinnati twice.
Yeah, Philly, Kansas City.
Philly and Kansas City. So they play all their division games in the toughest division in the AFC, maybe in the NFL, and that schedule's brutal.
They're in Philadelphia for that.
It doesn't matter.
I know, that's what I'm saying.
Oh, they're in Philly. Yeah, that makes it even more. What about the Chiefs game? They're
at home.
In Pittsburgh. So I still like Kansas City.
Yeah,
but that schedule, the end of that schedule is brutal. So I got 5 wins, and then they're gonna slide.
All right. So you want to talk about Cleveland? Or matter of fact, who comes in third for you? Because I think we're about even on this one.
Oh, Cleveland.
Okay.
Yeah, Cleveland comes in third.
All right. So for the season for Cleveland goes Dallas at Browns.
I like Dallas. So Dallas is tough at home.
Yeah. But they're on the road.
Oh, they're in Cleveland?
Yeah.
Oh. I'll take Cleveland.
Cleveland in Jacksonville.
Cleveland.
Y'all are in Cleveland.
Cleveland again.
Cleveland on the road against the Raiders.
Cleveland again. Cleveland can start off 4-0.
Cleveland on the road against Washington.
I think they lose against Washington. Jaden Daniels is going to be tough for them. They're a little bit tougher with a mobile quarterback.
And then they're on the road again against Philadelphia.
Once again against Philly, they're going to lose against Philly.
And then they go back home against Cincinnati.
Home at Cincinnati?
Yeah.
I like home at
They
Cincinnati.
got 3-game stretch at home.
I like home at Cincinnati, so they're at 5 wins right now.
So after Cincinnati, it goes Baltimore and then the Chargers. Cleveland's at home for those two as well.
I like Baltimore to win, and then the Chargers.
Yes.
Cleveland's going to win that game.
And then they're on the road against New Orleans.
I like I like them to win that game against New Orleans.
And then they're at home against Pittsburgh.
Home against Pittsburgh is when they win. They win that game against Pittsburgh at home.
And then they go on the road against Denver.
They win that game against Denver.
And then they're on the road against Pittsburgh.
They lose that game against Pittsburgh.
And then they're at home against Kansas City.
They lose that game.
And then they're on the road against Cincinnati.
I think they end up beating that Cincinnati to get into the playoffs.
Okay.
That'll give them 10 wins on the season.
All right.
And they'll get into the playoffs. This is going to be a 3 playoff division.
Yeah. And then they're at home against Miami.
Okay. It's going to be either or. Miami's the last game of the season, right?
No. There's one more.
There's one more. Who they play
They're
last?
on the road against Baltimore.
They're going to lose against Baltimore. For some reason, Lamar Jackson kills them. But either that Cincinnati or that Miami game, they're going to win either one of those games, and it's going to put them into the postseason.
Okay. So that's what? What's the record you got?
So I got them winning 10 games.
Okay. And then let's see. We have who do you have coming as in second?
I have the Baltimore Ravens coming in second. I think Cincinnati jumps from last place to first place. This division's going to be good.
Yeah, this division's always good.
They were hurt last year.
I mean, fuck, they played 4 teams out in the playoffs.
Yeah.
No, I take that back. Cincinnati didn't make playoffs.
Cincinnati didn't. They should have, though. As far as, like, talent-wise.
Yeah. I mean, shit, there's a chance for Pittsburgh to make playoffs. This could be a 14 playoff division.
No, now what about the Ravens?
All right. So the Ravens start off at home against the Raiders.
That's a win for the Ravens.
And then they're on the road against Dallas.
I think they're in Dallas.
Yes.
I think Dallas wins that.
Okay, and then they're at home against Buffalo.
I like Baltimore.
Then they're on the road against Cincinnati.
In Cincinnati, I think they lose.
Okay, and then they're at home against Washington.
I think they beat Washington.
And then they travel down to Tampa.
I think they beat Tampa.
And they're back on the road against Cleveland.
I think they beat Cleveland.
And they got a home game against Denver.
They beat Denver.
And then they got back at home against Cincinnati.
Cincinnati.
They're on the road. Cincinnati.
Oh yeah. So Cincinnati won the first one. They're going to win that.
Okay, so you got a split right now.
Yeah.
All right. Then you got Baltimore on the road against Pittsburgh.
I like Baltimore.
And then they travel to the Chargers.
I like Baltimore.
And they got a home game against Philly.
I like Philly in that one.
And then they're on the road against y'all.
I like them. So that's 11 wins right now.
And they got a home game against Pittsburgh.
They're 12 wins.
On the road against Houston, playoff game.
That's a Houston win. They're going to learn from their mistakes.
And then Ravens at home against Cleveland.
Yeah. So I got them winning about 11, 12 games.
All right, so you got Cincinnati. So we're really, like I said, we're even with division. So we got Cincinnati winning the division. Nope, that's not what I want to do. All right. So off rip, they're gonna start 1-0. They play New England.
Yeah.
And then they got to travel to Kansas City.
That's a loss.
And they're at home against Washington.
This is where they go on a run.
This will be interesting because 2 former Heisman winning quarterbacks from LSU play each other.
This is
fucking storyline.
This is when they go on a run now. They're gonna win that game.
All right, and then they're on the road against Pittsburgh. Not Pittsburgh, the Panthers.
They're gonna win that game.
And they're at home against the Ravens.
They're gonna win that game at home.
And then the Giants are at home against the Giants.
They're gonna win that game against us.
And then they're on the road against Cleveland.
They're gonna win that game against Cleveland.
At home against Philly.
Wait. Did I say they were gonna lose that game against Cleveland? Yeah. I said Cleveland was gonna win that game. So they're gonna lose that game against Cleveland. Yeah.
And then they're at home against Philly.
They're gonna win that game.
They're at home against the Raiders.
They're going to win that game.
Then they're on the road against Baltimore.
I said they were going to lose that game against Baltimore.
They're on the road against the Chargers.
They're going to win that game.
At home against Pittsburgh.
They're going to win that game.
On the road against Dallas.
In Dallas?
Yes.
I think it'll be a tough one.
This is late season. Dallas is like early December.
Yeah.
Even though it's a dome.
Yeah. I think the Bengals pull that out.
Probably fighting for the playoffs for both teams.
That's what I'm saying.
And then they're on the road against Tennessee.
They're going to win that game.
And then they're at home against Cleveland.
They're going to win that game.
Cincinnati's at home against the Broncos.
They're going to win that game.
And they travel to Pittsburgh to end it off.
They'll probably be sitting people, so they might lose that game.
Fair enough.
Because they'll have 13 wins by then, so they might lock it up and rest people that week.
Yeah. So we got Cincinnati at 1, Baltimore at 2, Cleveland 3, Pittsburgh 4.
Yeah. I think this is going to be a losing year for Pittsburgh, unfortunately.
It's going to be the first time.
Sorry, Pittsburgh fans. It's that time. Y'all been in purgatory, man. Y'all haven't been able to get a good quarterback in drafts because your team's just been too good. You know, you're drafting too high, but you don't want to trade away your whole.
They're always like drafting like top 15.
Yeah. So, I mean, you got to suffer a year. That's how you get high draft picks. You got to suffer.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate, but you got to. Yeah, you got to suffer. Happens to everybody. Look at the Texans. They suffered for 20-something years as a franchise before they actually found a quarterback that fit what they needed.
Cleveland's still looking for a quarterback.
Cleveland's still looking for a quarterback. Giants have a quarterback that they're paying, and he ain't shit.
We're looking for a quarterback, even though we just drafted
you drafted a Drake May. You're looking for an offensive line.
Yeah.
They are nowhere to be found.
I really hope we get this Will Campbell kid from LSU.
Them boys walk up to the office. It's a jolly good day for football, eh?
Matter of fact,
oh, he got past me. Sorry, Jacoby. How was that shoulder? We'll put some ice on it, tape on it, and you'll be good to go at the start of the season.
Bro, I don't remember what game off.
Y'all gonna get that man killed.
Yeah, I know.
I feel bad for Jacoby Brissett. I really do. We're gonna say prayers for him. I'm gonna pray for Jacoby.
I was watching one of the college games yesterday. The entire offensive line, I don't remember what school it was. The entire offensive line is no shorter than 6'6", and they're no taller than 6'7".
Can they block?
I don't know. I remember seeing the graphic pop up, something like that.
Can they block? I don't care about how big and tall they are. Can they block? That's all I care about. Fair. They could be 5'5". Can they block?
Chop block.
Something. I don't care. Give me something. But anyway, we'll be back next week. Like I said, Wednesday we'll go over stuff. We'll do a show. This will be the last show that we'll do outside of a Friday or a Tuesday, unless
it's during the season.
Unless during the season, unless shared otherwise by our Twitter page. But we'll like I said, we'll be back on Wednesday. We're gonna go over the NFC North. That'll be the last division we'll go over. Then we'll go over all the playoffs, who we got going to Super Bowl winners. I'll go over a little bit more fantasy before the season starts. Who's sitting, good matchups, stuff like that. Then we'll see how it goes. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, all the good stuff they do here on YouTube. Go follow our Twitter page at After Huddle. It's gonna have our logo on it, After the Huddle on there. But y'all be sure to do that. And we'll be back during the season. Be a little bit more organized, a little bit more things going on. We're gonna be able to talk a lot more about football.
Worked out more.
Yeah, man. We might have to go a little bit later some days because of my work schedule. But
same.
But
I don't know what time I'll be getting off during the week. I think I should be able to beforehand before it's late. So I don't think I'm getting off late.
All right. Well, thank
Let's figure it
y'all.
out.
Yeah, thank y'all, everybody who joined in. All the comments, everybody shared. Like I said, we'll be back next week, and we'll see y'all then. Start of the season, 1 week, 6 days away, Jared.
We're not far.
Not far at all.
First
Can't
game's
wait.
Thursday, and then we got Friday football.
Friday football, yeah. Friday football, yeah. We're gonna go over them.
That's gonna be interesting.
And we'll go over the Friday game as well. That way, when we do the Friday show, for picks on Sunday, we'll already have the game picked and see what's going on with that. So we appreciate everybody, and we will see y'all next week. Later.